Good morning. Welcome in. It's time for another installment of Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions. It's with Gateville Law Firm and Sean Robertson. They're located in Yorkville and online at gatevillelawfirm.com. Sean, good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today, Mike?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Today we have a topic that I don't believe we've touched on that much in our shows that we've done so far. A 1031 like-kind exchange. I have no idea what that is. What are we talking about here?
So what a 1031 like-kind exchange is, Mike, is when you're a real estate investor, let's say you have a non-owner occupied house and you've had it for a while, a lot of people that have investment properties are reluctant to sell because they have to pay a capital gain. So that's where the 1031 like-kind exchange rule comes in. It's a tax code provision that allows people to basically move up to a better property over time and defer capital gains taxes.
All right, so there's a tax deferral situation here with the capital gains taxes. What does all that entail?
Yeah, so basically what it entails, it's a tax code provision which encourages people to basically buy additional properties without paying capital gains. So a capital gains tax is a tax that occurs when a property that you have for investment purposes appreciates in value. So basically the 1031 like-kind exchange rule is used to enable investors to preserve capital and reinvest into higher value properties, which increases their portfolio growth and hopefully increase cash flow opportunities.
And this is something that can be done more than once?
Correct. It can be done multiple times, correct.
All right. So when you're trying to do something like this, I'm sure there are some rules through the IRS and that type of thing.
Yes.
What's involved there?
Yeah, like one of the IRS rules is it must be like kind, meaning it must be investment or for business use. It can't be like buying a personal residence. And if you're going to do a 1031 exchange, you must use an intermediary, meaning a third party that holds the sale proceeds to prevent the seller from receiving them directly. So basically the goal is, with the 1031 rule, is for the seller to identify a replacement property within 45 days of selling their previous property, and they must close on the second property within 180 days. So those are the strict timelines the IRS has.
And when you say strict, what happens if you're a little past that deadline or that kind of thing?
You've got to pay capital gains, which is approximately a 20% tax on appreciation, which is not something most investors want to pay.
So how do people know if they are eligible for something like this?
A lot of times, people that have non-owner occupied properties or investors, they can call an attorney, they can call an accountant. Generally, probably a center of influence probably tells them about it.
All right, so what are some of the best candidates for this? There's like a breakdown on the best candidates that we're talking about here?
Yeah, I would say somebody that's a little bit ambitious. Maybe they want to buy some additional properties. They have a property or two and they want to upgrade, so they're a good candidate for a 1031 like-kind exchange. Let's say somebody has a residential property and they want to buy a multi-unit apartment building. They're a good candidate. Maybe they're swapping vacant land for income-producing real estate, such as like a house or rentals. So you're not necessarily stuck from vacant land to vacant land. You just it has to be investment property, and it's got to be higher. The cost has to be higher than the original property.
And how would Gateville Law Firm step in here and help guide someone that's trying to figure all this out?
Yeah, so what an investor would do is give us a call at 630-780-1034, 630-780-1034, and we can help you. We've done a lot of these, and we're experienced at these. So definitely with the 1031, an investor needs somebody that knows what they're doing.
Well, that's exactly what Sean and his team is there to do at Gateville Law Firm. If you've got questions about this or anything that might be related to real estate, estate planning, that's what it is. Gateville Law Firm. Our show is Trust Matters, real estate and estate planning solutions. As Sean mentioned, call 630-780-1034 or go online. They're in Yorkville at gatevillelawfirm.com.